Quick walk around on my new TS185 1971 Suzuki Dual Sport. I've gotten it home and started taking a look at the engine. Found out that the clutch pushrod was badly bent and the mechanism that run it was all jammed up because somebody had screwed with the adjuster trying to make it work right. So I've got that all sorted out. I've got a new pushrod on the way. The engine's in excellent condition, good compression, low hours, no leaks. It's got good spark. The tank's a little grungy, not too terrible bad. It's had some repairs done. You can see there's a couple of weld spots. I'm going to have to do some body work before I clean it up and paint it. Got both fenders. They're both, oddly enough, both got Bondo smeared all over them, even though they don't have any dents. You can tell from the backside, but I'll get those cleaned up. As far as I can tell, this bike is very low use because all the stuff you normally see on these things is just beat to shit. Like, for example, the washer that locks the lock nut there. I mean, look at it. It hasn't been bent over multiple times. It's not been fucked with real bad. It's not missing a whole bunch of screws and hardware. And, you know, the usual case screws are a little boogered up, but not too terrible. It's still got the air box, still got all the battery stuff in there, even though it's not there anymore. When they took off the lights and gauges, they just unplugged everything. They didn't butcher the wiring. So if I ever find the correct parts to put back on it, it should plug right in. I think I got real lucky. For what I paid for it, it's in fantastic shape for a bike this old. I mean, after all, this is a 1971. It's also got an aftermarket exhaust of some kind. I haven't figured out what brand it is yet, but it's definitely not stock. At least it looks nothing like any stock one I've ever seen. And I've been looking. I mean, the Kickstarter pawl is not worn. So far right now, the only question mark is the clutch because of that pushrod being whanged up. There may be some reason behind that. I don't understand why. As far as I can tell, the only way they could have bent it like that was by hitting it with a hammer. It's the only way I can see to put enough force on it. Because I tried straightening it out, and that is one tough piece of steel. There ain't no way in hell they bent that by using the clutch or by some kind of engine damage, or, you know, there's no way the engine did that. A human did that to the pushrod. I mean, look at the damn thing. It's wasted. And if it was far worse than this, I've already straightened it out quite a bit, trying to see if I could use it to test clutch function. I've got a new one on the way, like I said. But this part here was all jammed up, so I'm pretty sure that's why the clutch wasn't working. We shall see. I'll update as I get more done to it. And right now, I'm about 99% sure that as soon as I put some fuel to it, it should fire right up and run fine. Everything I've seen so far leads me to believe that it's very low use. I think it's got the original chain and sprockets. The only thing that's been changed on it is the back tire. And probably the spark plugs. Everything is in good shape. I mean, for example, the brake lever has not been bent back. When's the last time you saw a 70s trail bike where the brake lever had never been bent? Seriously. It's just unheard of. So, I think I got real lucky. Alright, that's what I got for now. Updates as I do more.